Men and women have really constructed some of the most awesome creations in the world. The Eiffel Tower, the St. Louis Arch, the Statue of Liberty, the Washington Monument, and so many more. They were such successful builds. And then we have today's top 10. The most unsuccessful builds. This is the construction disasters of the world. Starting off with number 10, the 2010 event, Deepwater Horizon oil spill. The Deepwater Horizon oil spill is considered one of the worst environmental disasters in history. It occurred on April 20th, 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico after an explosion on the Deepwater Horizon oil rig, resulting in the deaths of 11 people and the release of millions of gallons of oil into the ocean. This was also made into a movie which starred Mark Wahlberg. Number 9. The Piper Alpha oil platform disaster in 1988. The Piper Alpha oil platform disaster occurred on July 6, 1988 in the North Sea. This platform caught fire and eventually exploded, resulting in the deaths of over 167 people. An absolute horrendous disaster. This was also made into a documentary called The Men of Piper Alpha. Sad day in history. 1975 holds our number 8. The Bangkok Dam failure. The Bangkok Dam failure occurred on August 8th, 1975 in China. The dam, which was built to withstand a 1 in 1,000 year flood, collapsed after heavy rain, resulting in the deaths of approximately 171,000 people and the displacement of millions more. This surely was one of the worst man-made construction disasters. Number 7 occurs in 1977, the Tenerife airport disaster. For those of you that weren't alive or that don't know, the Tenerife airport disaster occurred on March 27, 1977, when 2 Boeing 747 aircraft collided on the runway at a Los Rodeos airport in Tenerife, Canary Islands. The accident resulted in the deaths of 583 people, making it the deadliest aviation accident in history to date. Number 6. Seoul, South Korea. Sampoong department store collapse, 1995. The Sampoong department store collapse occurred on June 29, 1995 in Seoul, South Korea. The building, which was built with substandard materials and lacked proper support, collapsed, killing over 500 people. Number 5. 1981 Hyatt Regency walkway collapse. The Hyatt Regency Hotel had the Hyatt Regency walkway collapse occurred on July 17, 1981 in Kansas City, Missouri. 2 suspended walkways collapsed, resulting in the deaths of 114 people and injuring more than 200. Number 4. The Titanic disaster. We all know that this was an award-winning movie, but the sinking of the RMS Titanic is one of the most famous maritime disasters in history. It occurred on April 15th, 1912, when the ship hit an iceberg and sank in the North Atlantic, resulting in the deaths of over 1,500 people. And our number 3 is the 1986 Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. The Space Shuttle Challenger disaster occurred on January 28, 1986, when the space shuttle exploded shortly after takeoff, killing all 7 crew members on board. Number 2. The Bhopal gas tragedy is considered the world's worst industrial disaster. It occurred on the night of December 2nd and 3rd, 1984 in the city of Bhopal, India. And our number 1 construction disaster is 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. The Chernobyl disaster is widely regarded as the worst nuclear power plant accident in history. It occurred on April 26, 1986, Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the Ukraine. At this point, that was part of the Soviet Union. And this concludes our top 10 man-made disasters.